Hey guys, it's Laurie here at Lore Stitches on YouTube and also at Lore Stitches over on Instagram. We are here today for the Flosstube Extra, finally, the Mid-Year WIP Parade. Even though it's halfway through August, we're going to do this today. So if you're a returning viewer, welcome back to my channel. We have a lot more added on since the beginning of the year when we did the first of the year WIP Parade. So hopefully you are kind of keeping up to date with these projects. And if you're new here, thanks for watching. I hope you find something that you enjoy, that you like. So sit back, relax, and here we go. I am actually going to go in chronological order, and I'm just going to jump right in. I think I probably have almost 50 WIPs currently, if not more. So let's start, and I've got a whole pile behind me here. So I'm just going to get started and go from oldest to youngest, so to speak. And the first one we're going to start with is Heaven and Earth Designs. This is called The Guide. It's by Brigid Ashwood. That's what it should look like when it's done. You might see Taryn in the back here. He's going to get into trouble, I just know it. I had kind of decided that I was not going to work on any 1/1s this year, but somehow the guide made it onto my WIPGO board. So it is on the board for 1,000 stitches and has not been called yet. So we shall see what happens when that gets called. This is on white Monaco, and this is where I am on it. The Monaco is completely dirty, but there's a little bit up here too, that a little tiny bit there. So I am over on this page. Taryn, sorry, he grabbed my butt. Okay, so I am over on this page working down. This Monaco is not gridded, so I have gridded it myself with some sulky thread so that I can pull it out pretty easily. So this is the page I'll be working on for my 1,000 stitches this year. So that's the guide, Brigid Ashwood, Heaven and Earth Designs. I store some of my bigger pieces in zip-up pillowcases to keep them protected. Alright, so that's number 1 done. That one was started in 2004, so it is my oldest piece. Okay, my next one is Dimensions Midnight Enchanter. It's out of print, I guess. It's a Chart and Charms pack. So this is what I call him, the Wizard. That's what I've always called him. I started stitching on this in 2006. He is currently on my Laurie because he is my daily 30 this month. And this is where I am with him so far. So, the moon I completed since you guys last saw him, if you normally watch this channel, because he was my daily 30 last month. It wasn't last month, and it wasn't the month before. It was a month before that. So not July, not June, so May, I think. I still had a big part over here to complete. So I've got that done. And I had like just a tiny little bit of this. So I've finished this. So this is my daily 30 this month. I think I have about 1,600 half stitches in on him this month so far, and it's August 16th. So normally I count half stitches as half, so technically that's 800 and some full stitches. But I've been slow going this month. I just started my new job on my own August 1st, so it's been time consuming, and sometimes in the evening I've been working, at least at the beginning of the month. That has lessened now as I'm getting used to things. Anyway, so this is where he is. I have some back stitching done. I've got part of his necklace done. I've got part of the back stitching around his belt done here. So I've got to do more, but I didn't want to go down here because my Q-snap is still here. So I'm going to try to finish this swoosh first, and then I will go to the back stitching and putting the charms on. And there's one more color I have like down on this side I've got to do. It's kind of these little gold kind of stars. You can see I got a few of them done up in here, but there's one down here too I've got to get. So he will go back on my stand because I need to do my 100 on him today. Daily 30. I try to get 100 stitches, but sometimes it happens and sometimes it does not happen. Alrighty. He is on one of my old fabrics, Stormy Night Flare, and that's a linen. And all of that information will be in the box below, because I will put together a list of bags and needle minders and fabrics on the designs below. Alright, my next one is kind of a sort of a UFO. This is Passione Ricamo Dawn Fairy Spirit of Grace. I started her around 2006, 2007. I started her on one of the fabrics that I painted, and it's very similar color to her dress, so I've been having trouble stitching on her. So I'm thinking about outlining it so that you can see it a little bit better. But you can see, here's kind of the chest piece here of her dress, some black hair, and it goes down and comes down here. So I've gotten like one half of it done. But I have not worked on this one for many years. I decided not to throw it in UFO, so it's not quite a UFO, but we'll see. You're lucky if I don't get you. The next piece is another one that I have not, and I don't intend to pick up this year. It is Mirabilia Bluebeard's Princess. I'm doing the teal and black conversion that's on the Mira Conversions Facebook page. It is also on one of my fabrics. And here's what I have so far. This was a Violet Splendor Flare on Lugana. And that's what I have so far. I did all that 1/1 skin, so eventually I gotta finish this, but I'm just struggling right now, so she's in timeout. And that's how that works for me. I started her January 26, 2019, finally when I started keeping actual track of when I started pieces. So she is not on my WIP Go board this year. I'm trying to look over there and see, but no, she is not. The next one is on my WIP Go board, and she actually was called this month. So this is Mirabilia's July's Amethyst Fairy. I started her January 27th, 2019. My WIP Go goal on her is 1,000 stitches. Some of her. She's very hard to see on this fabric. Not in person, but in film, because there's that winter white color and it's really hard to see it. So probably would help if I get some of this out of the way here. So I'm started in the middle on this piece, so I'm going down and working on her skirts. If I didn't already say it, her goal is 1,000 stitches on WIP Go, because usually I try to pick like certain section to do, but it was hard with this one, so I just picked 1,000 stitches on her. So she will get some love this month, and I better hop to it because it's already the 16th of August and I have not done that yet. So my next one is one of my daily 30s this year that I've been alternating, and it is Mirabilia's Lady of the Flag. This is the original Lady of the Flag, not the reprint. So I am doing the blue conversion on this one, also found on the Mira Conversions Facebook group. And I'm doing her on the We the People fabric from Fabric Flare, Stitchery Express. And my ultimate goal is to finish her this year. And this is where I am so far. So I'm working on that flag. I've got the bottom part of the flag to do. I've got the banner underneath her dress that says Liberty. And then beading, backstitching, all the things. So she will very likely come up next month as my daily 30 to work on, because I'm so close to getting her done. She is, where is she? Oh, I already met her WIP Go goal this year. So my WIP Go goal for her was to do the arm and the torch, and I did finish that. But I decided my personal goal was to finish her, so that's why I made her in my daily 30 rotation. I started her February 6th, 2019. My next design was started February 8th, 2019, and is Glendon Place's Murky Manor. This one was on my WIP Go board this year. It was already called. I already finished the goal. I had messed up the lower right window on this house, and so my goal was to frog that and re-stitch it. So I got all of that done. This window down here. It's right side when I'm looking at it. It should be right side when you're looking at it now. So this is on 28 count Lugana Celadon Flare that I did. And that is that one. This is another one that's kind of in timeout. It is Teresa Wentzler's The Storyteller. This is my second start on this one. I originally had started it on Ada and had a hard time with 3/4 stitches and quarter stitches, so I restarted it on Monaco. And it's the tweeting of the threads, the different colors. Where's my zipper? Here it is. It's the tweeting of the DMC that sucks my will to live. So this is how he looks so far. This is another one of my fabrics that I did. So I need to get out my Paco needle organizer thing and thread a whole bunch and just stick them all in there and then just go to town. That might be next year's goal. This year there's so much going on that I don't think I can handle it, so it's another timeout project. But not a UFO yet. Not yet. I started that one, restarted that one, March 24th, 2019. This is Lolita Made Night's Watch Oath. This is what it should look like when it's done. And I'm stitching it on black Lugana, so nothing special. My WIP Go goal this year is to finish this interior border that kind of goes all the way around the words here. But I'm like halfway through the eagle up here. So I'm not even working on the border. So I don't know why I made that my goal. My goal probably should have been to finish the eagle. Let me show you where I am. Because I have all the words done. And I changed some of the words to kind of stand out. So all of that's done. Just working on the wings and the head up there of the eagle. I assume it's an eagle. It looks like an eagle to me. Yeah, so my goal to finish the interior border, and we will see how far I get with that, because like I said, I've been working on the bird and not anything else really. So I might have to just kind of skip that and start here and just keep going. That one I started April 10th, 2019. My next one is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. This one's on another fabric of mine, Lugana Cafe Mocha Mystique. I have finished the first 3 blocks of this design. So, right, 1, 2, 3, yeah. There we go. And the goal this year, the WIP goal was to finish block 3, which I already did this year. It was called pretty early this year. I started this one May 1st, 2019. At this rate, I'm averaging 1 block a year, so there's 9 more to go. So yeah, I'll be done in 9 years. So yay, happy 2033 for me. Maybe one of these days I'll make a goal for 2 blocks or something, but that's a lot of stitching actually. 1 whole block is quite a bit of stitching, I feel like. Maybe not for other people, but for me, that's a lot of stitching. I see that I'm not putting some of these things back. That's not good for me, because I will not be able to find any of this stuff later, I'm sure. Okay, and then my next one was started May 4th, 2019. This is a Waxing Moon Designs. My heart beats true. The picture came off the front, but that's what it'll look like. I'm stitching mine on just a sand colored Monaco. And this was on my WIP Go board this year. The goal was to finish this entire top red, and I did get that done. So I can do the My Heart Beats True white piece, another red, to the red, white, and blue piece, and then the red, and that ought to be done. I don't think it'll take too long. This actually didn't take too long to do. I thought it was going to take much longer, but I whipped through it pretty quickly, so not too bad. The hard thing is getting these in as well as they were in there before I opened them. Some of these are not going to happen. All right. And then I have Prairie Moon, Thine is the Trick and the Treat. I don't know why I don't have, all I have is this little, I wanted to kind of do it like this on a fabric this color, so I printed this out for me. But then I decided to change some of the colors. I saw someone else had stitched it and changed some of the colors, so I decided to do that too. So this is what mine looks like so far. This is stitched on Harvest Moon by Fabulous Fabrics, and I cannot find this company anymore, but I love this color. So I'm just using some Silks for You silks in the orange, in the gold, and then I'm using white and black. My goal this year was to finish this motif and this motif. This one just had a little bit around here, maybe some of the moon and stars, and then this one I had to do. So that was already called earlier this year and completed. And And I started that on November 24th, 2019. My next one is another one I don't have a really good photo of. This is Primitive Hair Spooky Countdown. And this is again on a fabric that I did. This one is still on my WIP Go board. I have hair. My goal for that is to complete 4 of these blocks, so my whole second row should be finished before the end of this year. So that one has not been called yet, but when it is, I'm going to knock those suckers out. So that one was started February 16th of 2020. My next piece that I started, again, I don't have a really great picture of this one. This is Heaven and Earth Designs. The artist is Sheila Wolk. She is not on Heaven and Earth Designs anymore. It's called Revelation. This is what it will look like. This is on a gridded 28 count, EZCount, in white 1/1. So I just have the upper corner. I'm not working on any 1/1 except for apparently the guide, which I stuck on my WIP Go board and I didn't realize it this year. So this one will go in the weight pile. As well as this one. My cat is trying to grab everything that I have here. This is Heaven and Earth Designs Mini Sleepy Hollow. I forget the artist's name. I don't know if it's on here. This is just the DMC list. Yeah, I don't see it on here. So it's Mini Sleepy Hollow. I'm starting up here in this corner. And also on 28 count, EZCount. And you can see I'm starting to get to the moon there. You can see some of the tree branches. And then I've got the moon. I started this one May 15th, 2020. I started Revelation March 6th, 2020. So these go back in the weight pile. This next one is Away We Ride by Blackbird Designs. It will look like this when it's done. I started this May 17th, 2020. It's on Legacy Lugana Picture This Plus. My WIP Go goal did get called, and it was to do the top left 2 birds and what the heck does that say? Fluff above. So all this stuff in this corner here is what I did. That must be fluff in my words. So I love this piece. This goal has been met this year. My next one is by Kustom Cross Stitch. Let's see if I have a picture of her. Yes. This is Steampunk Bride. This is what she will look like. I got it on Etsy. I started her July 19th, 2020. She's also on an EZCount, 28 count Lugana. And this is all I have on this one. Not very much. Next, let go. Thank you. Is the Dark Queen of the Sea stitch along. I probably don't even have a completed photo. Oh, I do in my iPad. This is what it will look like when she's done. And this is where I am currently. Trying to see if this is in photo. Looks like it is. I'm still working on part 3, which is part of her dress, that darkish color right up in here. She is on my WIP Go board this year, and it is to finish, what is it, finish part 3? Oh, part 2? Maybe part 1 was the fish, and that's all I got. That might have been. So, she will come out later this year, and hopefully I will knock that one out. My next one is Owl Forest Embroidery, Atlantis. This one's also not the greatest picture because I printed it out. I even have it. Oh, here it is. This is what this will look like. This came as a kit, so all the fabric and all the threads are from the kit. This one is different than the last time you will have seen it because this is a WIP Go call for this month, and so I've been working on it. So there's still a little bit up here that you can't see, and a little bit to this side because there's a whole border of stuff here. This house is stitched in the wrong color, but I found that out when I was done, and I'm not going to change it. My WIP Go goal is there's kind of 3 jellyfish things like right up here, and that's my goal to do. But I finished this little jellyfish, and I finished this little bubble, and there's a house here, and so for some reason I'm working on that and not what I'm supposed to be working on up here. But sometimes you just do what calls you. So in reality, I should move my Q-snap up and get that knocked out, because I still have to work on the 1,000 stitches on July's Amethyst Fairy, and that's going to take me some time to do. This might be the month where I finally fall behind on WIP Go. We'll see. So this one is currently out and being worked on. I started that one September 13th, 2020. Sorry, I started Queen of the Sea, Dark Queen of the Sea, September 13th, 2020. I started Atlantis November 3rd, 2020. My next one is a chatelaine, which is very slow going. It is called Rose Lights. I have not worked on this year. I started this on December 2nd, 2020. It's on a, I think, Twilight Blue Lugana. It's not hand-dyed. I gotta find the zipper. There it is. This is just in here for protection. And this is all I have on this, is just this little corner up here. So not a whole lot. And I have not worked on it this year. It is not on my WIP Go board this year. My next one is Cottage Garden Sampling Halloween Sampler. Looks like this. I have a love-hate relationship with this piece because I have messed up this A so many times, and I think it's still messed up, if I'm right, because it and the D are like 1 stitch apart, and I don't think they're supposed to be, but I'm not taking it up. I'm not taking it out. So this was on my WIP Go list. I had to do H, I, and J, which I did finish. So next year I'll probably do K, L, and M, maybe N, because that's the whole next row. I started on the Raven down here too, but that wasn't part of my plan. I started this one January 3rd of 2021. Then I took a big old break. This one wasn't started until November 5th of 2022. I call this one Santa Squeezes. It's a quote from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which is my husband's favorite Christmas movie. It's pretty easy because it's all in one color. I'm stitching it on 18 count white Aida. And this is where I'm at. My WIP goal this year was to finish the... Oh, it has not been called this year. Finish this border that I'm working on here. And then do the Down That Chimney Tonight words below it. Yep, it has not been called. It is number 5, 10, 15, 16. So it hasn't been called yet. Alrighty. The next one I started was March 11th of 2023. It is Una Buena Piezza on Etsy, and it's called The Night Garden. This is what it will look like when it's done. Sorry for the glare. This was on my WIP Go board. And I was supposed to do the 2 daisies and then the top through the bat. So this, and then I did all the way over to the bat. Oh, you can't even see that. The 2 daisies right here and all the way over through the bat. And I think, if I remember right, this is the page marker. So I've got, it's not a full page, right? Because I haven't done down here, but I'm all the way across the top on the first page, I believe. My next one is Lola Crow, Greenhouse of Oddities. I don't think I have a picture of this one either. Some of these ones that I have e-charts of, the PDFs. This is a partial of what it's supposed to look like. Again, sorry for the glare. This is on Ledger, and this was also on my WIP Go board this year. So this is what it looks like now. Here we go. My goal was to finish all of the bottom and then up the right side. So, and I finished that little frog too on there. It's cute. That one was just called not too long ago. I feel like it was not too long ago. Who knows though? Time. Alrighty. Next, I have, that one started July 2nd, 2023. This one was also started July 2nd, 2023. It is in the Cross Stitch Christmas hardback book that I got on Amazon. It's a Karen Kluba from Rosewood Manor design, and it's called Evergreen Sampler. I think there's a better picture of it somewhere that doesn't show the whole pattern. Yeah, here. That's what that's going to look like. This one also was called on WIP Go. I had to do the 3 trees down here and the squirrel. So I did get that done. Next, ooh, I gotta put this with that. Next is my Frogwarts Year 4 piece. I think it was Year 4. Yes, Year 4. From the Black Needle Society. I went to the Frogwarts retreat for the very first time in Year 4. And you get the pattern as part of the box. And of course I don't have the pattern here. I have a stack in a stack over there. This is what it's supposed to look like when it's done. I don't have a whole lot on it finished. This is what I have so far, just some of the outline. It's not on my WIP goal this year, and I have not pulled it out to stitch on it this year. I started at July 12th, 2023. My next one is Cottage Garden Sampling, the Fox. This was started August 19th, 2023. And this is what I have done so far. Just some trees and the cabin. It's not on, oh, it was on a WIP Go, and I was supposed to complete the cottage and the 2 trees, so I did that this year. My next one was started August 19th, 2023. It's Woodland Vines by Ink Circles. It will look like this when it's done. This is what mine looks like so far. My thread is called the Bog of Eternal Stench. It's a Labyrinth reference, and I love it. It's from Night Stalker's Calling, the thread is. That is on my WIP Go board for 500 stitches. Looks like I already did it. My next one is Hands-On Design, Snail Slime. I started this August 27th, 2023. It's on white Aida. And this is where I am. This was also on WIP Go board. I had to complete the border and the center ribbon, so I finished that. I think I have to get a toile for some of this, I thought. Oh, Krynic braid. I got to figure out what I need to finish that, because really it wouldn't take too long. They're pretty small, 51 by 76. I've got the whole set of them, so. Okay. Next one is Plum Street Sampler Jack's Bash. Will look like this. Sorry for the glare. It's on my WIP Go still, has not been called. This is all I have done. It's just like 100 and some stitches to start. My goal is to finish that flower and the top left house on the top border. So it is still to come. Next I have Owl Forest Embroidery Hummingbird. That's what this will look like. I just started, it's a kit also. I just started the top border here, so not much is completed yet. It is not on any WIP Go list. It was started as part of my 50 before 50. So Jack's Bash was started September 1st, 2023. This one was started January 25th, 2024. So this is the first one I started for my 50 before 50. Oh, I forgot to put this in there. Okay. Next, I have the Cottage Garden Sampling Santa's House. I love these houses. There isn't one yet that I hate. So I started this March 1st, 2024, and really just have the whole top border done. It's kind of hard to see. This is kind of a minty green fabric. It is Luna Moth by Bestitch Me, and it's Aida, but you can see from here to here. That's how big that'll be. So not a big start, but it's a start. I'm doing mine with hand-dyed fibers silks. She had a conversion on her page. Next, I have March Wordplay, which looks like this, by Brenda Gervais. I had to restart this one, so I messed up the stitches, but this is where I am currently. It's on Lightly Salted Not Roasted Ada by Bestitch Me. That one was started on March 10th, 2024 and restarted on July 13th, 2024 because when I tried to pull out the mistake, I ripped the fabric. So I had to stop it and start over again. Oh, my next one. My next one is Adios Bitch. It's a Supernatural sampler by Satirical Stitching. I don't have a picture of what it looks like, but it's the tattoo that they wear. And then in the background in lighter letters is their exercise, when they exercise demons. So this is where I am on this so far. I started this March 13th, 2024. It's just white Ada. Then I started Long Dog Sampler Crossword. It's on Dusk Ada by Bestitch Me, and Silks for You, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. This is what it looks like. So I'm doing a kind of a purple, a deep purple, and a turquoise for the boxes and the letters. The purple will be everything else. Here we go. I started that March 24th, 2024. Next was Nevermore by Lila's Studio. Looks like this. It's on Ada. I just have the top border done. Not done, started. I started this April 21st, 2024. Then I have One Nation by Gone Stitches. I started this May 21st, 2024. It's on Picture This Plus Heroic Lugana. And this is my start on it so far. The next one is Blackbird Designs Midnight Watch. I started this May 21st, 2024 also. And here is what I have done on it. This is on Picture This Plus Legacy on Lugana. Next one is not that one. This one. This is One of the Houses again by Cottage Garden Sampling. It's the castle. I also started this May 21st, 2021. And it's just a tiny little swirl in the top right corner here. This is a rainy day Ada. And then, there's a Hello from Liz Matthews design called I Must Have Flowers Always, Always. And I don't have a picture of it, but it's just the words. And this is where I am on it. And I started this one May 23rd, 2024. I really like the simplicity of that. Next is another design that I don't have a picture for. Gotta love it. I'm totally prepared. It's a Princess Bride quote. Life is pain. It'll have another part of the quote down below it, and then the mask, the Princess Bride mask at the bottom. I started this June 1st, 2024. Then I have one that I can't find. It's a primitive hair in bulk. And I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. It's just a 51 by 62. And I have the word in bulk down the side and part of a little snowflake, it looks like. I guess I can show you what I have scanned in, because this is probably the last that I've done on it. Sorry for the glare. It's hard to kind of see here. I'll have to find that. My neck, that one I started June 2nd, 2024. This one I started July 5th, 2024. It's Joan Elliott in the Bewitching cross stitch, and it is this dragon right on the front. It's called Crescent Moon Dragon. This is on a Picture This Plus Da Vinci. And I started in the middle. So it's just this little blurb right here. Some of it goes to the other side here. Not much though. So next is another primitive hair. This is Beltane. I think that's how you say it. I don't have a picture of it, but this is what it looks like so far. It's like 51 by 62. It's in the same one as the in bulk. So I have this one, but my in bulk is not in here. So that's this one. I started this one July 13th, 2024. And these other ones that I just started, I don't have in my book yet. A Ghostly Gathering by Glendon Place. I have to look to see when I took pictures of these, because I took photos of them all, so I know when I started them. This one I also started in the middle. It's kind of his fingers reaching out to the side here. One of the ghosts. This is Gorgeous Grape by Bestitch Me Lugana. And I also started, I got two more here. I don't know if anybody counted. May Wordplay. This is what it looks like by Brenda Gervais. And this is all I have done on it so far. It's got part of the clay pots in the shed. And that's pretty much it for this one. And then I have the Dungeons and Dragons sampler by Taylor and Cromwell, and all I have done so far is the top outline, which is very boring. Very. So I'm basically outlining the first big room, I think. And it's you roll a dice to determine which room you have to stitch. And it's by Taylor and Cromwell. And I think they have a website and an Etsy page. So I'm looking forward to doing more of that one. And that's it, guys. That is it. I was able to finish so far 3, I want to say, this year. Because I finished Santa's Sleigh by Nora Corbett. I finished the Supernatural Sampler. I think I finished that one this year. And then I finished, it was a Dungeons and Dragons piece for my husband to hang in his office. You've entered my workspace role for initiation. It was called D&D Workspace by Komodo Stitches. So I think I have 3 finishes, and I'm hoping to finish Midnight Enchanter, and I'm hoping to finish Lady of the Flag. That'll be another 2 very large pieces that I finish this year, and then I can probably knock out some of the small ones. So I'm hoping to do that later this year. So that's where I am for my WIP Parade. And if you stuck around this long to watch it, thanks for sticking around, because I know this has got to be about an hour long. I haven't edited it together, and it's in 3 pieces, so I got to smush it all together. So I will get that uploaded, and then I probably will not do a I will not do a Flosstube for this week, because you just saw my updates basically, right? Because I just showed my progress on Atlantis and my progress on the Midnight Enchanter. So that's all the progress I've had since my last video. So I will continue working on those 2 plus my July's Amethyst Fairy. And then I will see you guys again. Hi, Tern. Hi, baby. I will see you guys again around the end of August. You see my baby? My baby that's so big. He's 6 months old and about 12 pounds. He's a big boy. Yes, you're a good kitty. Are you getting into trouble? Yeah, you're purring. You're purring. He's a good kitty. Anyway, I will see you guys in a couple weeks for the next update. I hope your stitching is going well, and I'll see you then. Bye.